Welcome to the Sharkpreneur Podcast with Kevin Harrington and Seth Green. Kevin Harrington is the inventor of the infomercial, one of the original sharks from the hit TV show Shark Tank, and has generated over $5 billion in TV and digital direct response sales. Seth Green is the world's first trusted authority on cutting-edge direct response marketing, a best-selling author, and the only 3-time Marketer of the Year nominee. On the podcast, Kevin and Seth interview sharkpreneurs who share straight talk on what it takes to explode your business.
49 faces looked to him in triumph. Over the last 12 months, they had each taken turns and promoted his business for a week at a time, driving over $987,342 in revenue. What if you had a network of 50 centers of influence who promoted your business every week for a year? Grab your copy of the #1 Amazon best-selling book, The Ultimate Guide to Growing Your Business with a Podcast, at 33% off the Amazon price by going to ultimatepodcastbook.com. Again, that website for 33% off the Amazon price is ultimatepodcastbook.com. Welcome to the podcast. This is your co-host, Seth Green. Today, I've got the good fortune to be joined by Eitan Koter. He is the co-founder and CEO of Vimmi, a shoppable video SaaS company enhancing e-commerce. He also hosts the Mastering E-commerce Marketing podcast, and he's got over 2 decades of experience in startups and public companies, including a NASDAQ IPO. Eitan, thanks so much for joining us.
Hey, Seth, it's a pleasure to be here. Looking forward.
All right. Well, we greatly appreciate your time. Let's go back in time just a little bit. How did you get started?
So I started in the video business when video was just in its phase of moving from analog video to digital video in cable television and terrestrial TV. So these are the early days of digital video, even before iPhone, before streaming, before everything. And there is the Eagles song, Hotel California. There is a line there that says, you can check out every time you like, but you can never leave, right? So so my CEO back then said, Eitan, think about it for a couple of more days because we're in the video business. And when you start in the video business, there's no way to get out. So I thought about it, and it's really the case. I saw the evolution of video from analog to digital, and then from digital to internet, and Netflix launched. We have iPhones and streaming video all over, and it's just amazing to see how video has evolved and become such an important media, an important factor in our lives. Yeah, that's my journey in video, and I've been doing this for more than 2 decades already.
Well, I am sure the longer version of that story should probably be in a book somewhere, if it isn't already.
Yeah.
So how did Vimmi come about?
Yeah, so we saw that video is going to be used quite heavily over the public internet, over unmanaged network, right? And these are the days where Netflix launched, right? And moved and said, okay, let's do streaming. And there were a lot of technology problems and issues that obviously were resolved. And this is how we started. We started about 11 years ago already. And we developed a solution that helps content providers, mobile operators out there just to launch their own Netflix-like versions, right? White label type of platforms that helps them to aggregate content, manage the content in a professional way, stream content in a high quality way, and just provide apps across all the devices and provide these digital video experiences over the internet. And around 5 years ago, I saw something new has emerged with video, not just on the traditional media and entertainment industries, but also video within the retail and e-commerce spaces. So we saw that live shopping in China is starting to grow quite substantially. Think about those events where there is a host going live, showcasing products, sharing information about products. You have the ability to chat and ask questions through this type of experience, through the video player itself. And you have also a call to action, like a buy now button that you can purchase directly from the video itself. And this started in China. It's really a booming industry. Just the gross merchandise value of live shopping in China is bigger than the major e-commerce countries in Europe, for example, like their entire e-commerce business volume. So it's really amazing. And that adoption has started about 4 years ago in the US and Western world. And Vimmi launched a business unit just to make sure we merged our traditional media experience with commerce. And we've launched video commerce solution. It's a SaaS platform that helps brands, retailers just use video in a much more meaningful way, helping them sell across social channels in a really frictionless, like click to purchase through the video. And you can do that across any type of social channels, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and of course, enriching your website as a brand with this interactive video. So our platform does all of that.
That is absolutely incredible. So, if I'm understanding this correctly, gone are the days where I would watch, where my wife would watch Home Shopping Network on television, and then she had to call in the 800 number, hope she got through to ask the question live, and then she talked to an operator and gave them a physical credit card, and they shipped the product.
Yeah.
So, if I'm understanding you correctly now, I am watching the video. I can live chat in the video. I can click buy now in the video. I never have to leave the video platform itself to interact or make my purchase. Is that correct?
Correct, because e-commerce and all the digital commerce experiences are built on this impulse purchase, right? I mean, you see something, you like it, and you make a purchase. And just video is taking this to the next level, right? Because video is such a more powerful, engaging way of delivering information. It has this emotional factor. You see someone who's really delivering, his authenticity, delivering his messaging, and it just resonates much better than any type of like picture or even text. So that's the power of video. And of course, it can be a live video, but also non-live video. All those short form videos that are out there, and definitely long form video that traditionally goes to video, everything can be used just to make sure users are exposed to purchase opportunity and deploying shopping opportunity, not just on the brand e-commerce platform and storefront, but also on all of these social media networks.
That is absolutely incredible. Now, I know the question that some of our viewers and our listeners are thinking is, how does it work in terms of, will this work inside the video on my YouTube channel? Will it work inside the video on my Facebook? Or do I have to drive everyone to a separate, let's say, Vimmi site to have the magic work?
No, this is what we've built. We just streamline everything from a single console. So you just upload the video, you connect the product pages to the video, like that product where people are going to check out, right? And in one click, that video will be deployed across all your channels. Now, each one of those platforms are providing different sets of API and functionalities, how to check out or how to redirect to a checkout. And we just make sure that we're continuously maintaining those APIs. It's a lot of work because each platform is just doing different things in terms of the user experience. But yes, you can actually make a purchase through a video you see on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, Twitch, Pinterest, of course, Amazon, Walmart. We support all these channels and many, many more and enable that shoppability capability across all these channels from a single click in our dashboard.
That is absolutely incredible. I mean, it seems like a no-brainer to me. What kind of metrics do you have now in terms of how they increase conversion rates and increase sales?
Look, I mean, it's really amazing because, for example, for live, if it's been marketed correct and there is a lot like build up FOMO towards the event with some new announcement or substantial, promotions or discount, we can reach even like 30% conversion rates on these events. The standard e-commerce conversion rates are like around 2%, right? So we're talking like 10 times increasing this. So this is really amazing. On the shoppable video side of things, it relates to the process of iterating, just be committed, be consistent in terms of the publishing of the video, style of video. You need to test usually recommend like 2-3 months initial tests, what's working, which platform resonate better, and try to figure out your style because what's working today in video is not I mean, like 1 year ago, even it was all about high production values and B-rolls and polished videos. No one cares about it anymore. People tolerance is very, very low. If they see this B-roll with some strange video footage, doesn't mean anything. They don't have tolerance and patience for this. Then the way to go is just be authentic. Try to be genuine. Try to find your true self and try to figure out how do you differentiate yourself by telling you stories about your company, about why you founded this company, why you're doing what you're doing. Just tell a lot of stories, provide value, maintain this 80% rate, 80-20% ratio, just 80% provide value. talk about customer pains, talk about market information, trends, case studies, testimonials. And yeah, from time to time also provide some kind of a product information, showcase something special. Don't be afraid to even compare yourself to competition. Mention the competition. Tell why you are unique. Because everyone knows why you're competition and just save time for them and people will respect you. So it's all about like building a relationship first. Okay, let people trust you, build community, and then have the opportunity to sell. So we talk about like the new digital ecosystem evolves around the three C's: content, create community, that create an opportunity for commerce. So that's like content, community, commerce are like the foundation of the digital ecosystem these days. And obviously video is the fuel that drives everything.
That is incredible. Can I see in the platform like how many people are watching at a given time, how long they're on, when they drop off?
Yeah, video is so powerful in terms of analytics. We know everything, when people start, when they stop, from which device, from which region. And this data is like gold, right, for customers. And we use AI, machine learning, just to provide insights, to create some recommendation about improvements in videos, about scripting, about time of the day when it's best to publish. I mean, we have a lot of data that helps a lot of customers just to make smarter decisions about the future campaigns, and the beauty is that it's all organic. You don't have to pay for advertising, right? That's the beauty of this authentic organic content, that is just doesn't cost you anything, just your commitment and understanding how to do things. And that videos are performing very, very well, and you're just spiking like a hockey stick suddenly. You can then obviously push them with advertising, and that return on ad spend is going to be very, very good, right? So that's the way to do advertising these days. Start organically, see what's working, and accelerate with ads, as a second stage, second phase.
Is there any limit to how long the video can be? Can I use this for an hour and a half webinar? Can I use it for a podcast? Can I use it for
Yes.
something? Okay.
Yes, of course, of course. Different platform will provide variety of timing. They're all expanding or extending the time. Again, for short form, YouTube, of course, there is no limit in terms of long form, and obviously on your website as a company or as a brand, but also TikTok and all the others that are just providing more time. And yeah, people are looking for this. I think the way that it was structured traditionally, that just with the hook and with the call to action. I mean, people are used to it. You see a lot of videos that are just doesn't mean anything, right? And you need to be very careful, with AI tools and ChatGPT, because it can really kill your business. Because if you are relying too much on this automation and AI triggered content ideas and AI content creation, people can recognize it by after 1 second, and they don't have any 1 minute 1 second of patience just to spend on this video. So create unique content which is original, and focus more. I mean, it used to be like 20% preparation, 20% the actual footage, right, when you film yourself, and then 60% editing, right? This is what used to be even a couple of years ago. But today, it's like the other way around. You need to keep 60% for research, understand what your customer really need in terms of value and content, 20% on just film yourself, and 20% on the editing. And yes, here AI tool can help you a lot with editing. And this is just, we're flipping the formula altogether just to make it more unique, more differentiated, more successful for your company.
That is amazing. And when let's say we're asking a question and they're answering it via whatever the Vimmi mechanism is inside of the video,
Yeah,
can we then like append that data to their contact record in our CRM? So now we've
of
got
course.
customized follow-up.
Exactly. We export all this data. The AI is taking this data into consideration and making, future decision and provide recommendations. But yes, all this data is available for the brand and they can use it. And this is part of the summary that we provide.
That is absolutely incredible. Where do our viewers and listeners go to learn more about how this works and how they can take advantage of it?
Yeah, so vimmi.net is our website, vimmi.net. There's plenty of information about all things video and the future of video and how digital ecosystem are changing based on videos. There is also on our pricing page, anyone can open a free account. It's free for life. You can enjoy shoppable video, live shopping, just create these social commerce experiences. And if you need more capacity and if you need more views, you can increase the packages. I'm also quite active on LinkedIn on my personal account, Eitan Koter, EITAN KOTER. Obviously, Vimmi is on LinkedIn, so we post a lot around video marketing, video commerce, social commerce, which is a few of the hot topics in marketing these days.
This is absolutely incredible. I think obviously you've got your hands on a game changer here. Tell us a little bit about the Mastering E-commerce Marketing podcast.
Okay, great. So this is a podcast targeted brands and retailers. Most of our listeners are in the US, and we try to bring value in terms of helping them with their marketing because marketing has changed so much post-COVID, and it's really, really difficult, right? It's very difficult to bring customers to your own website. It's more competitive on Meta, it's more competitive on Amazon. I mean, it's very intense in terms of the prices that are increasing for paid media, and people are just figuring out what channels work best. So we try to share success stories. We try to share case studies, things that are working, things that are not working. We interview brands, retailers, we interview for marketing teams and head of e-commerce or head of technology. We interview industry experts. We interview influencers in the industry, some of the technology companies that are shaping the industry. And yeah, we launch it around in October 23, yeah. And we already, I think, 150 episode live, and it's really a pleasure. I love it. And meeting all these people, building the relationship. It's all about the relationship at the end of the day, and the e-commerce is a wonderful community to be in.
Well, congratulations. It sounds like you've built something absolutely amazing. This has been Seth Green with Eitan Koter from Vimmi, VIMMI.net, and the Mastering E-commerce Marketing Podcast. Eitan, thanks again for joining us.
Thank you so much, Seth.
Thanks, everybody, for watching or listening. We'll talk to you or see you next time.
Why do so many businesses struggle while others seem to explode overnight? Do you wish you had the secret to this type of exponential growth? Now, I've scaled more than 20 businesses to over $100 million, and it's not just luck. In my new book with Mark Tim, Mentor to Millions, you'll learn the repeatable framework I use in all my business ventures for massive success. Order at kevinmentor.com and get over $1,000 in bonuses. Head to kevinmentor.com.